Corinthians 15. Go to,
You want to know who the fallen angels' offspring are today?
go to Genesis 6 and 1.
1 Corinthians 15:38. But God giveth it a body as it hath pleased him, and to every seed his own body. All flesh is not the same flesh.
All flesh is not the same flesh. Well, let's get that foundation and understand it first. Go on.
But there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another flesh of fish, and another flesh of birds. There are also celestial bodies.
So like it's celestial, right? Meaning not native to this carnal earth, right? Meaning from the heavens. So you have spirits from the heavens, right? You have angels ministering flames and ministering fire, right? Let's bring out the precept. Hold that. Go to Hebrews 1 and 7. We're gonna go precept upon precept and thoroughly dismantle this doctrine. All right? So there's a huge lie that's being taught in Israel that you got fallen angels. They come down, they have sex. But you got to keep this in mind. If the angels can have sex, that means they have a reproductive system. You know, they got organs. They can get sick. You know, they're liable to certain ailments. They're basically humans then. Damn.
Hebrews 1 and 7. And of the angels he saith, who maketh his angels spirits, and his ministers a flame of fire. But unto the Son he saith, thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. A scepter of righteousness is the scepter of thy kingdom.
Right.
1 Corinthians 15 and 38. But God, all flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial, but the glory of the celestial is one, and the glory of the terrestrial is another. There is one glory of the sun, and another the glory of the moon, and another glory of the stars. For one star differs from another star in glory.
Right. It's like you. So the point is that there is a complete huge difference, right, between celestial beings and their, physical beings. They can't have sex with us. It just can't happen. Most High they didn't instruct them to do that. And a lot of brothers get tripped up on Genesis thinking that those are fallen angels. You got it.
Genesis 6 and 1. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And Genesis 6 and 1. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they...
Who is the sons of God? Go to, you know what I want.
Genesis 4:26.
That's right. It's like in Luke 3:37.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 3, and verse 37. And it reads, which was the son of Methuselah, which was the son of Enoch, which was the son of Jared, which was the son of Malelio, which was the son of Canaan, which was the son of Enos, which was the son of Seth, which was the son of Adam, which was the son of God.
These are the sons of God, right? So when you read Genesis 6 and 1, with spiritual discernment going precept upon precept, you would know that these are Israelites, right? Check this out, brother.
Genesis 6 and 1. And it came to pass, when the men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men.
The sons of God, the Israelites, saw the daughters of men, meaning the other nations, go on.
That they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man.
And that's it on that. That's all I want. answer your question, brother?
I already knew that, though.
It's the book of Matthew chapter 22 and verse 30 and verse 29. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, Ye do err, not knowing the scriptures, nor the power of God. For in resurrection they neither marry nor are given to marriage, but they are as the angels of heaven. So the angels of heaven, when you're in the resurrection, you get that celestial body. So just as the angels never give marriage, you would never give marriage in that resurrection. So he was saying, you err not knowing the scriptures. The angels, they cannot marry because they don't have seeds, reproductive bodies like us, because they're celestial.
May I answer your question, brother? Brother, may I answer your question? Yeah. Okay. Y'all got any questions?
I know they nationality.
Y'all believe in the Bible? Yeah. All right, y'all believe in Christ? Y'all believe in this Old Testament? So you believe in the whole Bible, right? All right, bring out Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68.
You know?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
This is Moses speaking to the Israelites, saying y'all are going to go into Egypt again, but Egypt has a special meaning, which means bondage, right? And we're going to prove it to you in Exodus 20 and 2. You can get it.
Exodus 20 and 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Out of the house of bondage, right? So what does Egypt mean? Bondage, captivity, slavery, right? That's what bondage means, thus saith the Lord, right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, so you're going to go into bondage again, but with ships, right? Y'all said y'all believe in the Bible, right? So you're going to go into bondage again, or slavery again, but you're going to get there by ships, okay?
And thou shalt see it no more again.
Have y'all seen your homeland? Have you seen your homeland? How did your ancestors come here to America? I can't hear you, sister. What you said? How did y'all come close? You're not going to bite. How did your ancestors make it here to America? Did you take an airplane? How did you get here? Take an Uber, scooter? How did you get here?
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
You Israelites, you're going to go into captivity again, but by ships. You heard about the transatlantic slave trade? All right, well, our ancestors came here, right? And they came here on a boat, right? They was brought here by force. You know which people did that to them? The so-called white man. You heard of slavery? You seen Django? You seen these slave movies? Right, then you'll know that the white man had us in the captivity, right? And they still have us in the captivity. Right, so bring that out again. We're going to break it down, verse 16.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Right, so you're going to go into captivity, a bondage, slavery again. But how are you going to get to that bondage and slavery again?
With ships.
Right, you're going to get there. Your transportation will be by a boat. That's what a ship, you know. You're going to get there by a boat, right? And that's how your ancestors, our ancestors came here to America. They came here by boat. Right, go on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right, our ancestors, once they landed foot here, they never seen their homeland again. Right? Now that their descendants, they haven't seen their homeland again. We haven't seen our homeland. Right? Go on.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Right? Because once you get off that boat, you're going to be sold unto your enemies. Right?
For bondmen and bondwomen.
That's another way of saying slave master. That's what a bondman and bondwoman is. Slave master. You understand so far? Go on.
and no man shall buy you.
And no man's gonna redeem you, or pull you out, or deliver you, or save you, right? Because a bondman or a slave master, what do? Didn't they buy and sell slaves? Right? So that word buy at the end of that verse, let's talk about redeemed, delivered. So which people on earth can say, that sounds like my history and what happened to my people? Huh? Right, the so-called blacks, right? So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we're the only people on earth that can say that.
That's right.
And how do we know that this is speaking about us? We're going to show you 2 verses. Jump down to verse 29 and 1.
Deuteronomy 29 and 1. These are the words of the covenant, which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel in the land of Moab, beside the covenant which he made with them in Horeb.
The children of who?
The children of Israel.
Children of niggas.
The children of Israel.
African Americans.
The children of Israel.
He said Israel, right? Because African American and black, those are relatively new terms, right? Those are derogatory terms, right? Given to us by the so-called white man. Because Africa comes from a white man's name, Dios Africanos. America comes from a white man as well, Amerigo Vespucci. You can Google it. Google Amerigo Vespucci. You'll find out that's how America got his name, from him. Go to Job 30 and 30. Right? We're going to also further prove that this is us, people of color, in the scriptures, right?
Job chapter 30, verse 30. My skin is black upon me.
My skin is what?
My skin is black upon me, and my bones are burned with heat.
You heard that, sister? He said, my skin is black upon me and my bones are burned with heat. What color was that man? You sound like a white man? Oh, he said, my skin is black upon me. We got another example. 2 more. Songs of Solomon 1 and 5.
Song of Solomon chapter 1, verse 5. I am black, but comely.
What he say?
I am black, but comely.
He didn't make this word up. He said, I am black but comely, meaning beautiful. Right? I'm fair to look upon. Go on.
O ye daughters of Jerusalem, as the tents of Kedar.
Go Google tents of Kedar. You will see that it looks like you'll see that it look like our boots.
Revelation 1 and 13. And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So far, this is speaking about Christ, right? He had a long garment on, he had a golden belt, right?
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Right, yeah. Woolly hair. Which people on earth have woolly textured hair? Which people on earth have woolly textured hair? Like a lamb, huh? Black people, right? So-called black people.
And his feet like unto fine brass, as if they burn in a furnace.
You know, brass is basically the color of the pig, right? So if you have brass, you put it in the furnace, you pull it out, what color is it going to get? Darker or lighter? Darker, right? So his feet is brass as if it burnt in a furnace, right? If feet is one color, the rest of your body got to be the same color, correct? Go on.
And his voice as the sound of many waters. And he had in his right hand 7 stars, and out his mouth went a sharp two-edged sword, and his countenance was as the sun shineth in his strength.
All right, so that's Christ. Did y'all know Christ is a so-called black man? All right, so what about his parents? What would that make them? Would that make them melanated? What about his grandparents then? His brothers, cousins, aunties, uncles, nephews? That'd mean they all people of color, right? What about if they had descendants? Or what if he had a son? What would that make his son? Black man, right? Even 50 years from now, shouldn't he still be black? So far. What about 100? 1,000? Right? And they're all Jews. Keep that in mind. Right? Should still stand that the Jews today look like Christ, right? So we're proving to you at the Bible that we're the Israelites, right? This is all thus saith the Lord. Y'all say y'all believe in the Bible, you gotta hearken to this diligently. You ain't gonna hear this nowhere else, all right? Sure.
That's
Bring it out in Deuteronomy 28. Go to verse 41.
Deuteronomy 28:41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
Which people on earth can say, oh, damn, my ancestors, they had sons and daughters, but they couldn't really enjoy their presence because they went in captivity? Can a white man say that? What about the Chinese man? Asian man, Arabic man, East Indian man? They can't say that. They can't vibe with this Bible. They can't pick it up and connect with it because it doesn't apply to it. Right? None of these verses that we're bringing out connects to it. Right? But it does connect to one group of people. So-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, which are the Israelites according to the Bible.
That's right.
And that's what we're bringing out to you. And we're proving it by bringing out certain curses and verses. Right? Right now we're touching on the curses that happen to our people. Right? What's another curse? Go to verse 66.
Verse 66. And thy life shall hang in doubt before thee, and thou shalt fear day and night, and shalt have none assurance of thy life.
Hold on, check this out.
In the morning thou shalt say, would God it were evening.
In the morning time, you're gonna wish it was evening. Why? Because you got a lot of violence going on, right? In the morning. It gets crazy in the morning. People wake up ready to commit some wickedness. So you're gonna wish it was evening. Go on.
And at evening thou shalt say, would God it were morning.
And at evening, you're gonna wish it was morning. Because you got break-ins that happens at evening. You got a lot of other different manners of wickedness that happens during the evening time. Go on.
For the fear of thy heart wherewith thou shalt fear, and for thy sight of thy eyes which thou shalt see.
Right. So which people on earth really experiences that? Of going through all different types of hell, right? Let me get a little more specific. What do you see happening in your neighborhoods? Is it jolly? Is it fun? Or do you see crime and prostitution and gangbangs? Is what? I can't hear you.
It's fun.
It's fun? In your neighborhood? Are you sure?
I don't see it.
You don't see nothing? Well, you might not see nothing, but nonetheless, it's still happening, right? A lot of people don't see wickedness, but it still happens. People in Hollywood living luxuriously, the white people, they don't see the wickedness, but it happens, right? And we're telling you that it happens amongst our people. And we know that because you can turn on the news and you can see yourself. And best believe it's going to happen in your neighborhood because it's the curse upon us as a people. But we got another one, verse 54.
Verse 54. Deuteronomy 28. And a man shall, so that the man that's tender among you and very delicate, his eyes shall be evil toward his brother.
Right, which people on earth have an evil eye towards each other? You ever seen that? And by evil eye, I mean ill intentions. They want to fight them, they want to kill them, they want to murder them. You never seen that much your own people in school? That happens, right? So you seen it, that's amongst us. Go on.
And toward the wife of his bosom.
And that goes into your domestic violence, right? You always got things going on in the household and the marriages. Go on.
And toward the remnant of his children, which he shall leave.
Who's known for leaving their children? You said who? Huh? You gotta yell it to us. Huh? I said, who's known for leaving their children? You said, which fathers? What's the demographic? So-called blacks. How do y'all know? Because you're at the scene or experiencing, right? So best believe that these curses are happening to y'all, all right? Whether we believe it or not, you know, it's happening, all right? What's another one? Bring out one more, verse 47.
Verse 47. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, and hunger. And
so now you got to serve your enemies, right? These are the same enemies that we read in verse 68. Bring out verse 68.
Deuteronomy 28 and 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
There you should be sold into your enemies, right? The so-called white man, right? Bring that out again.
Deuteronomy 28 and 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemy,
Now you're going to serve your enemies in one of what?
which the Lord shall send against thee, and hunger.
And hunger. Where do y'all go when you're hungry? Yeah, favorite restaurant. Buffalo Wild Wings, right? Chick-fil-A, Chipotle, McDonald's, Subway, Carl Jr.'s. Right? You all gotta go to the so-called white man, right? Because he owns those establishments. So when you're hungry, you have to go to him. The same way your ancestors had to go to the so-called white man when they were hungry. You got it.
And in thirst, and in nakedness.
And in thirst and in nakedness. You thirsty? Go to the so-called white man. You want a hug, that little hug, bottle? You gotta go to the so-called white man, right? You want the signings, right? Go to the so-called white man. Starbucks, you know. And when you don't have any clothing, you gotta go to the so-called white man, right? Everything y'all wearing, you got from the so-called white man, right? Everything from your nail polishes to your earrings, you got it from the so-called white man. Your phones, your purses, the things people really generally boast about on this earth today, they got it from the white man, right?
And the one of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron.
And it's like in the one of all things. You want to watch, go to the white man. You want a phone, go to him. You want to go on the boat, go to him. You want anything, you gotta go to that white man, right? Now, do you trust the white man? You trust your enemies, as the scriptures say?
Think about it.
Y'all thinking about it? You say yes or no? You say no. What about you? You say no. What you say, elder? You heard from the elder. He said hell no.
That's right.
What is Sirach 12 and 10?
Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thy enemy.
Always trust him.
Never trust thy enemy.
Sometimes.
Never trust thy enemy.
Only on Tuesday.
Never trust thy enemy.
Never trust your enemies.
That's right.
Never. Right?
That's right.
Bring it up.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he hath destroyed thee.
Right to the point where you call yourself a black man, a black woman, a Negroite, a niglet, a monkey, right? You on the west side. What's that one gang, MS 113? MS 13? You know, people think that's their nationality. I'm a blood, that's my nationality. Latin king, I'm a king. You know, the list goes on. What's your nationality? The color of our boots. Well, we can't be a color system. We all different shades of brown. Those are two different white man's names that he gave unto you and told you to African American.
Israelite.
Like the brother said, we Israelite.
That's right.
We Israelite, right?
Bring it out, Doc.
All right, y'all Israelites, check out that YouTube channel. We out here every Friday and Saturday out there. It's raining. We got transit. Check it out. Yeah, we Israelites, man.
That's right.
Elder, we Israelites, brother. We Israelites.
That's right.
You know, hey, can't have it all. You know. So we out here to wake up the elect, man.
That's right.
Hey, brother,
And before we go,
somebody wants you to break down the whole trinity.
all right, Con, we got it. We got you through the Spirit. Go to Romans 1 and 3. So for those who don't know, people believe the Holy Trinity is the Christ, the Holy Spirit, and God. They're all three.